Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you for joining our session tonight. First, I would like to present some rules for our session. There will be a Q&A session after this presentation where you'll get the chance to ask our presenter some questions. You may then raise your hand for any questions, or you may type them in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very special presenter. He is Professor Omar Kasule, the country manager of CashTelex Uganda. Professor Omar Kasule is an early investor in CashTelex, a mentor and an entrepreneur. He has been a key player in the evolution of CashTelex in all these years, and I'm so delighted to host tonight. And I hope the audience is as anxious as I am to hear his words of wisdom. Join me to welcome Professor Omar Kasule to the stage. Professor, I hand over the mic to you.
Thank you very much, Salma. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, Malaysia. Good evening, Africa. I want to begin by thanking the Almighty for having enabled us to be here tonight to have this conversation that I believe is very important for our lives, for the lives of our dear ones, for the lives of the community, and for the lives of the African people. Because what we're going to be discussing tonight is, at this stage, really purely African. So I want to thank the Almighty for having given us the opportunity and the energy and the wisdom to sit here before our computers or our phones to listen to this. I want to thank Salma for the beautiful words, wonderful words of, esteem that she has spoken about me. And I also want to let you know that Salma is a very young lady, but very enthusiastic, also an investor in CashTelex, of course. That's why she's here to be one of the promoters, but also a very much enthusiast of crypto and the trending issues in computing and technology and ICT, all those kind of things. He was born into this because I'm happy to know the father. He has been teaching computing for the past almost 40 years. That would mean he began at 10. But anyway, a very, very, enthusiastic person. She's in charge of our, YouTube channel. You see most of the videos that we post there. This is the work of this, wonderful person with whom we are sharing the stage tonight. So, having said that, I want to straight away, get into our presentation. I know many of you, each one of you was invited here to see this wonderful opportunity that we have, and that is offered by CashTelex. It's an investment plan. I'm not just going to call it a business, it's not just a sell and a buying and selling and going away, but it's an investment. Here meaning that whoever comes to be part of us comes to stay. He owns, he takes CashTelex to the close to your heart. That is your business. So it's your investment. Everybody who comes here becomes an investor and therefore becomes a shareholder, because what we do now at this stage, we are selling shares. Whoever buys, whoever makes an investment in CashTelex become partly an owner by virtue of you owning shares. that's what we sell as we speak now. Well, let me get into the discussion. Why CashTelex? Why would one, if you want to ask yourself, why do you have to invest in CashTelex? Because it provides you a daily income, and that daily income is even passive, besides being daily, it is passive. You could be doing whatever you're doing, you're a teacher, you're a medical doctor, you're a pilot, you're an engineer, you're whatever you are, a high educational teacher like myself. Yes, it's daily and passive. You don't have to be there all the time to do something about it to get the money, to get the income that is there. It's a retirement plan. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm speaking about people of my age because I'm reaching retirement, but it's important. You could even start think about it early if you are as young as maybe 23, 25 years. Hey, retirement will come. So for me, the urgent is late even. I'm even late, right? For this kind of opportunity. But if you're 2021, 2018, if you invest in this, your retirement will be coming in the next maybe 40, 30, 45, 45, 50 years to come. Hey, guys, this is the worst place to be, the best place to be. It gives you financial freedom, all right? Where you can be free with your money. It comes, first of all, everything that costs money is affordable by yourself. That's freedom. But also, you'll be able to, access your money the way you want, anytime, anywhere, any amount. That's the freedom you enjoy with CashTelex. Okay? These days, you've heard of people will not be able to withdraw more than 20 million if you're in Uganda. You can't withdraw 20 million from your account if without giving reasons, without answering questions from mean-looking guys. Why do you want the money? Why are you taking it? If it was there, it's their own. So those questions do not arise now. Yeah, of course, I understand why they do that. Those mean-looking guys, because they want to prevent money laundering. Okay, but you only launder cash, and you don't launder crypto or CTLX money. Generational income opportunity. Of course, one day we shall, depart from this part of the world, from this life, and go in the next life. But our dear ones, it shall be, retaining whatever we do in CashTelex because it is here to stay. So it will stay, inshallah. But for us, we are likely to go, and that's why we call it a generational income. Once it starts, it's not likely to stop. Okay. Yes. So there is also easy accessibility of funds. Nowhere in the world, I've just mentioned that. It has got secured, not secured, but secure options, in the sense that nobody can rob you. All right. Cybersecurity, nowadays people talk about cybersecurity. It's a very powerful, course that we teach at universities. Why? Because the cyber crime. CashTelex is impeccable. You can't access it, however much you may like, because the platform on which it is operating is very secure. The blockchain platform. The unique approach of CashTelex solving money issues. CashTelex is a financial service company running on blockchain, and it offers various services. Any service that's offered in a bank, you can get at CashTelex. Unbelievable. It's like you having a mobile money account, but that mobile money account is a bank. You can do all things that you can do in a bank. That is an opportunity given only by CashTelex. Nothing online that can offer that kind of service. And it is, by the way, on offer for the people of Africa. This is the trending thing. This is the state of the art technology in the hands of people who are always left behind. We are at the bottom. Telex enthusiast, rather, of technological advancement and technological harnessment. But here we are. Telex is giving us the best opportunity in our hands. Guys, people you know in the African out there, let them wake up and smell the coffee. Then asset-backed digital currency, you know, and of course its value is backed up by assets like gold, diamond, silver, real estate. We have got a city, fully reserved city, 400,000 units on a piece of land, maybe the size of 50 acres, with all full amenities, backing up the value of CashTelex, So it's a shareholding company. Of course, I've just talked about that. What we sell here are shares. All people starting with Africans at this stage are encouraged to buy as many shares of CashTelex as possible, because I know we have taken a bit of time before we roll out the ecosystem. But as we speak now, the value of CashTelex is very low, rock bottom. Rock bottom. Somebody sent me a message today and they were saying, yeah, Bitcoin, the price is now skyrocketing, $40,000, $41,000 and something. And I'm like, yes. At one stage, Bitcoin was where we are. But once we take off, I'm telling you, we don't have to wait 21 years or 19 years or whatever number of years to beat Bitcoin. No way. In 2-3 years, boom, we shall have short. Because why am I thinking like that? We are unique. We are unique and we are too good to be true. Some people have said, we are really good, exceptionally good. The company's ultimate goal is, our uniqueness, our beauty is not only in us, having a state-of-the-art, technology and it's backed up by asset in the crypto world. Nobody does that. Even the way we operate, even the offer, it's unique. It's a gift to all people in Africa. Any African, anywhere. You just buy and become a shareholder. That's not a small thing. That's not a mean thing. It's a big thing. Somebody to tell you, just come and buy shares and you become a shareholder. It's not just an everyday thing where you're going to be sharing 80% of the profits made on a daily basis. 80% of the dividends that are coming in going to be shared by the shareholders. For mega companies out there, they only give 10% of their profits to be shared by the shareholders. Here, the African people, you are given up to 80%, excuse me, 80% of the profits made in the company. African, as we speak now, is free to buy as many as 1 million CashTelex. So why don't African people wake up and smell the coffee? Okay? This is meant for the African people so that they can have, why? We want them to have food, have clothing, accommodation, medical care, insurance. The basics. If every African who spends in this can have $10 every day because of this investment, they can afford this. The people who started, the inventors, will be happy. Their happiness is not in how many profits they're taking home, but their happiness lies in how many African people have eaten dinner tonight. How many African people have put on warm clothes tonight? We are now having a very cold, season in Africa, in Uganda particularly. right? They are like, how many African people have got a roof on their heads? How many African peoples can go to hospital, get good treatment, and go back home safely? Not be, retained in a hospital because they have not paid the bills, and then they want to send people in the village to sell their land or their cows. That's what pleases the people. So all these are unique features of CashTelex. Not only the platform itself, but even the people, the environment, the population, the promoters, what we're interested in it. Nobody out there gives a damn about the African feeding, clothing, accommodation. They can go to hell. That's what most of the people out there say. But for us, the CashTelex team, the investors, the inventors, and the investors, and you and me, these are our concerns. Once we achieve this, we can say, thank God, we're given the intelligence, we're given the energy, we've been working so much around the clock to achieve this. That's our ultimate goal. And that is not a simple thing. It doesn't just come every day, not even every year, not even every decade, not even every century, not even every millennium. It only came this time round. I've never seen it. I've been around for some time, physically and intellectually, because I've read. Somebody will say, but how old are you? You're talking about a millennia. How old are you? I'm not very old. I've been around intellectually. I've read. Since the times of Mansa Musa, nobody has come up with a program like this. I think you know now what I'm talking about. Mansa Musa was the richest man in the world. And you all need to go and read what he did when he was making pilgrimage from Timbuktu to Makkah. Go and read that story. You will see how generous he was. We are making a repeat of that guy. If I can dare say that. Nobody wants to challenge me on that, we can have a different conversation. The above shall be achieved through our rich ecosystem. CashTelex can be able to deliver this beautiful gift of Africa. We're not just talking about it. We're not just playing games. We have got an ecosystem. We can prove this can work. And here we are. This is our rich system. We have got CashTelex Go, which is an online platform for shopping, money remittance, CashTelex Good Coin, gold outlets, exchange services. Every time people make a transaction on our exchange, we make money. We sell, we charge a small fee, even if it's 50 cents or even if it's 25 pennies. It's going to bring in a lot of money because it's global. The platform is global. It can be accessed by everybody from every corner of the world. It can actually, the exchange you have, we're talking about, can handle a million transactions per minute. Imagine. So how much can we get from the exchange services? The exchange is up and running. It's available. I'm going to show you, even if you are new, and check it out. Telex loans, we shall be giving those ones. Medical insurance, so we're interested in people being able to pay their bills. Telex access points, everybody, everywhere. I'm running a university here, but I would be happy, all right, once we roll out for students to come here and pay fees via CashTelex. In CashTelex town, we are going to be an outlet. Restaurants, gas stations, mechanic garages, whatever you will, anywhere, everywhere, people will be using CashTelex all over Africa and all over the world. That's a very powerful, and of course, we are talking about CashTelex real estate. We are no longer talking about the Galactic Towers, but we are talking about now the CashTelex city, which we will see later on. What are the cost benefit, comparison? All people from all walks of life are encouraged to make their initial investment. Minimum is only $60 or 200,000 Uganda shillings. Maybe I don't know how much naira that can be, but small amount. That's the bare minimum. But people can invest up to millions of dollars. Why not? Okay. The investment is in buying and holding the shares. That's where the magic is. Buying and holding the shares in the CashTelex ecosystem. But dividends I've just mentioned, we get a ratio of 20 to 80. 80 is shared by the shareholders, you and I, depending or commensurate with how many shares you are holding. I've bought some shares, a big number of them. Okay. Because Salma told you I'm an early investor. I'm not just an early investor, I'm also a heavy investor because I believe this is going to be working. You know, guess what? People in my family, let me tell you this. I think today I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you this. I've invited people from my family. Majority of them have said no, rejected the opportunity. The opportunity. You know what I've done? I'm like crazy. I bought so many CashTelex in a family account. They don't know, but I know. And when they are going to say, hey, we wish we knew, hey, but you don't use to call us and we don't come, I'll tell them, guess what? I bought for you because I knew you are rejecting what you didn't understand. I think I'm being generous there. So those are shares are going to be shared. You know, the ratio is 80, 20. 20 will be retained by the company to run the ecosystem. Of course, the ecosystem is not going to be auto. Shopping mall, shopping, center, platform, and all those other issues will have people give jobs, and that money will be coming from that 20%. We shall also will have a fair, benefit when the CashTelex coin grows in value. What is, the capital gains will be rejoicing. If you have got CashTelex today, in the CashTelex, or one, we shall be making a projection maybe later on as we go down. So, if somebody is holding CashTelex and you buy items from household or whatever items on our CashTelex Go, shopping platform, you get up to 40% discount. Africans want to haggle. They want to bargain. It's a good bargain. 40%. As long as you're using CashTelex to buy, book, buy a TV, a computer, or a phone from our platform, you're going to get 40% discount. You're using CashTelex. What does that tell you? Hold as much CashTelex as you can. Holding mine, and of course, we can also be having 24/7 access to our decentralized wallet. Okay. We shall be having our money wherever we go. Today, everybody carries their phone wherever they go. If I'm going to Kuala Lumpur, I will put my phone first, post my passport, and I get on the plane. When I reach in Kuala Lumpur, I have access to internet, Wi-Fi at the hotel, whatever it is, and I have my money. I can withdraw, I can send, I can play around with it, I can give charity. I can pay whatever I want. I can even buy real estate. I can even buy cars, whatever it will be, because I've moved around with my mobile wallet, which is decentralized. Of course, for ladies on the platform, there is gold here. You can own and exchange and play around with gold. Now, this is the projection I was telling you about. Assuming you had, assuming each CashTelex share becomes worth $1,000 in the next 3 to 4 years, 3 to 5 years. If you have got 10 CashTelex at 1,000, your value will be US dollars. If you get 100 CashTelex at 1,000, you see here, I'm talking about in terms of you raising the variable is the number of CashTelex you are holding. And then the constant is the price. So if you 10, you go 10, you go 10,000. 100 CashTelex, 100,000. 1,000 CashTelex, hey, $1,000,000. 1,000 CashTelex, if 1,000 CashTelex reaches the value of $1,000, you're going to be worth 1 million. And if you got 12,000, by then this 12,000 is the number of CashTelex we people who reserved houses in the CashTelex city. That's what we got. If it reaches 1,000, each house we reserved 12 million, 12 million freaking dollars. You can't say I took a wrong decision to buy for people who rejected the investment, my family members. Okay. So what is that drives CashTelex? Go from where we are now, maybe it's a half a dollar, $1,000. What drives it? Okay. These are the things. Construction of CashTelex city in Uganda, which is going to begin anytime soon. Once that city is out, it's already actually the day we shall do groundbreaking of the land where we're going to be buying, or rather building the CashTelex unit city. The CashTelex price cannot be the same. Never. And in 6 months to 1 year, the city is built, fully built. The value of the city will be the value of CashTelex. But also, at that time, we shall have established gold outlets. The value of the gold outlets will be pushing the value of CashTelex in capital gains this time around. The establishment of the CashTelex will go, the online platform. Once people realize that actually the 40% discount is on, you know what will happen? Everybody will be scrambling to get this. Where can I get CashTelex? Where can I get CashTelex? I want to buy a computer. I want to buy this. I want to buy the other. And once there's that huge demand for CashTelex, it will happen. Value will go up. Now, you who is having 10 CashTelex, instead of having, if it's 1,000, in a few weeks' time, it will be 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, because the demand is high. This is pure economics. I mean, the forces of demand and supply will dictate the value of CashTelex in terms of capital gains. Of course, reinvestment of the profits that we have made. We can do a lot of things out there. CashTelex has got a robust CashTelex exchange system, which is enabled with crypto and fiat currencies. Now, for the new people here, crypto is a cryptocurrency as you hear it, but the fiat is what we have as US dollars, Uganda shilling, Nigerian naira. There is no other exchange that does the conversion, and each conversion means a bit of fee. The fee is done where? In the exchange. In the exchange now it's generating money, and whatever fees that are collected from the exchange, those are the daily profits that you and I are going to be sharing when we reach a stage of 20 million transactions have been done in a day. You think that's not going to happen? Open your eyes. Open your eyes real wide. You will be able to see it coming. Of course, we are asset backed. Means the value of CashTelex will be stable. It will be stable, and the growth in value, the capital gains in the agriculture, they are supported by the rich ecosystem. And the wallet. I've just talked about the wallet, how you can be moving around the world and moving with all your money. So what do you need to be an investor in CashTelex? Remember, we're talking about CashTelex investment. Very simple thing: national ID, driving permit, passport, anything identifying you. KYC. KYC is know your customer. We want to know Umaru Kasule, is he going to be the same guy 10 years from now? And they identify me. Yes, you can identify me by my passport or by my ID, national ID. You need to have a functional email. That's the key. Everybody's email address is what you use. That's your name. That's your tag, name tag of the CashTelex exchange or CashTelex, investment environment. And then the money you want to invest, that's all you need. That's all you need. Basically, those are very, very important. If you don't have a computer or if you don't have a smartphone, it doesn't matter. As long as you can access, you can go to the cyber cafe. You can use your wife's phone. It doesn't matter. The phone doesn't have to be yours, right? Those are some people's children. Those are the owners, the real owners of CashTelex. I'm keeping this picture here because at the back of my mind, I want to see kids like this raised from the African continent. That's why that's what the builders, the promoters, the inventors of CashTelex, it's their dream. This kind of pictures should not be anywhere in Africa in the next 10, 20 years. Guys, it can happen. We can do this. All right? Do you have any questions? You can contact us on those numbers. I want to encourage everybody who is here, new and old. The new ones bring you investment. The old ones add on what you have. Yes. Very soon, no, it was just last week was payday. Okay. Another 1,000, another 50, another 100, another 500 CashTelex in your account. Buy and put and put. Because if you want to participate in this project, those kids you see on the screen are the CashTelex project. If you want to solve those issues, those poor souls issues, you can't afford to have only 1,000 CashTelex. Get 1 million, get 100,000. Why not? Why not? Because for us to turn around these people's, people's lives, we need to have a robust bedrock. I submit. Over to you, my sister Salma. Thank you very much for listening to me. Salma, over to you.
Thank you very much for the very powerful presentation. It was a great learning experience for all of us.
From the look of things, Salma, it looks like we have had a very powerful, effective, and clear presentation. Maybe people are shedding tears out there because of the picture we have here on the screen. Looking at these fossils, I know people could be overwhelmed, but there's somebody in the chat room here. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Janat. Thank you very much, Janat. What was a question? So, it has been a nice talking to you, ladies and gentlemen. If there are no questions, we shall always be here. We have got programs running every day, one form or the other. All right. It just once somebody calls you, once we share the banner on Telegram or any of the other social media platforms, please just come. And next time you come around with some other person. Get a friend, get a family member, bring them on board. Right? For those who don't understand and you are like, want even to quarrel with them. If you have got a little bit of excess, $60, buy them something. Their names, keep, buy something, keep, buy something, keep in their names. They will never forget you. They will never forget you. I'm telling you, once you turn around people's lives, they will not forget you. They will remember you. And when you do that, by the way, you write your name on their hearts. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
That's a very great reminder. Thank you, Professor.
Welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our session. Thank you all for attending and have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.